Goes to Ken Glasson. Ken, if you would get up to the microphone. First question, and then we're going to go through and have you each be able to answer that question as I draw the names, okay? Ken, first question, ready? Sorry, time's up.
Thank you very much.
Okay. In an effort to reduce and eliminate the national debt, what can you expect to accomplish as a junior member in your first term? Please provide specifics on your debt reduction plan. Would you eliminate earmarks and pork barrel spending to bring down the national debt? Three-part question. I can ask him again if you need.
2 minutes or less. Well, first off, the question on earmarks. I signed a letter. I'm being vetted right now as a combat veteran running the Combat Veterans for Congress. And in that, they have a no earmark pledge. And my analysis on a bill going before the House and coming in is it constitutional? Is there an economic viability to it? I know we've talked about Highway 73 here. And can we afford it? Can you build something that at the end of the day brings an economic benefit to the area so you can basically go sell it to other congressmen and have them vote for something? And if they're utilizing the exact same structure, so it was mentioned before of trying to take that freshman class, and I think it's going to be a large one, take that giant freshman class and take 30 years of experience in leadership and use that to change what we're going to do there. So that's one portion of your question. The other, when you start talking about specifically on the debt, it was mentioned before, and again, I'm not trying to create a new idea, but you go back and you look at tax cuts, you look back in our history between what Reagan did, what John F. Kennedy did, and the across-the-board tax cuts. But you stop the spending. You go to the people that you have that class and you stop the spending and you freeze all government positions, you freeze the spending in place. And you don't do the 3-year rule that's out right now. What Obama did is he extended to 3 years and said we're going to freeze it for 3 years, but he pushed it 3 years out in the increases of federal government employees. And when you look at the numbers, if you freeze it back to the pre-stimulus time, then you utilize that as a basis and you hold on to that for a 3-year window and you start to evaluate that. You're not going to be able to cancel anything. We can't, we're going to have to wait till 2012 till we can get a new president, till we can start making drastic changes, but you have to cultivate the class right now to stop the spending, hold on to everything as we see. You've got this new law that has come through with the universal health care, as I call it, or the health care bill. You can stop the funding of it. The 16,000 new agents that are going to be needed to increase the tax code from 60 to 100,000 pages. You can stop the funding for it, and let's let Obama take us to court to try and get that, which he won't get. But by then it'll drag it out enough that we can get the Republican troops in there and get some good support for what we need to do.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Dick is